But moving on, the Elections Observers Group, ILOG, wants the IEBC to seek the Supreme Court's interpretation on the withdrawal of NASA flag bearer Raila Odinga from the repeat presidential poll. ILOG wants the IEBC to seek clarity on the inclusion in next week's repeat election of all the other 8 candidates who took part in the August 8th polls. The Observer Group says grandstanding by NASA in Jubilee is heightening political anxiety and wants the IEBC to try and build consensus by engaging both sides.
The inclusion of all 8 candidates who are on the ballot during the August 8th general election in next week's repeat presidential poll is the latest spin in the turbulent political waters. That after NASA flag bearer Raila Odinga withdrew from the presidential race.
We underscore the need for elections that are inclusive, accommodative, and legitimate as possible.
Even legal experts are not agreed on the legal consequences of the developments, but the Elections Observation Group says the answers may lie with the courts.
The IEBC should at once petition the courts to give meaning, clarity, and certainty to the myriad of legal intricacies and intrigues that now surround the holding of the fresh presidential elections. This will enable the IEBC to provide clear, unequivocal, and predictable path towards the fresh elections.
IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati is already at the Supreme Court seeking clarification on his role in the verification of results. The Supreme Court will rule on the matter on Tuesday. Away from the courts, on the streets, NASA is keeping up its push for changes at the IEBC through protests as Jubilee conducts campaign rallies. NASA and Jubilee are maintaining hardline positions, with Jubilee for and NASA against the election. Grandstanding, ILOG says, is not good for the country.
This not only succeeds in escalating tensions and heightening anxiety in the country, but also contributes to social and economic paralysis, which has adversely affected the economy and daily lives of millions of Kenyans.
ILOG says the IEBC can step in by engaging NASA and Jubilee
to build sobriety, tone down temperatures and expectations, and build the necessary consensus.
2 weeks ago, the IEBC held separate meetings with NASA and Jubilee. With the two sides sticking to their hardline positions, the country is set to witness more heightened political temperatures with just 9 days to the election. Rita Tinina, KTN News.